Welcome back to Year 7 Mathematics, Term 1. Session 8 looks at prime numbers and prime factorization. Look at two numbers, 23 and 24. 23 has exactly two factors, 1 and 23 itself. 24 has many more factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. A number like 23 with exactly two factors is called a prime number. By the end of this lesson, you will identify primes and break any composite number down into its unique set of prime building blocks. A prime number is a whole number greater than 1 with exactly two factors, 1 and itself. 2 is the only even prime number because every other even number already has 1, 2, and itself as three factors, which rules it out. 1 is deliberately not prime. It has only one factor, itself, not two, so it fails the definition on purpose. A whole number greater than 1 that is not prime is called composite. It has more than two factors, so it can always be broken down further. Prime numbers and their factorization show up in some surprising places. Online banking and secure websites protect data using enormous prime numbers that are extremely hard to factorize. Some cicadas emerge only every 13 or 17 years, both prime numbers, making it harder for predators to sync their own cycles. A composite number of items arranges into a neat rectangular array. A prime number of items can only ever form a single line. Why should you know this? Every composite number breaks down into one unique set of prime factors, like a numerical fingerprint. That fingerprint makes finding the highest common factor and lowest common multiple far faster, exactly the methods used in the next two sessions. And prime numbers underpin real security systems that protect data every single day. Let's test four numbers to find the prime one: 21, 23, 25, and 27. 21 splits as 3 times 7, so it has more than two factors, composite. 23. No whole number from 2 to 11 divides in exactly. Only 1 and 23 work, prime. 25 splits as 5 times 5, composite. 27 splits as 3 times 9, composite. 23 is the only prime number in the list. Now build a factor tree for 84, splitting into any factor pair and continuing until every branch ends in a prime. Split 84 into 2 times 42. 2 is already prime, so that branch stops. Split 42 into 2 times 21. 2 is prime again. Split 21 into 3 times 7. Both 3 and 7 are prime, so every branch has stopped. Collecting every prime at the end of a branch gives 2, 2, 3, 7, written compactly as 2 squared times 3 times 7. An alternative method is repeated division by primes. Let's find the prime factorization of 60. Divide by the smallest prime, 2. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 2 still fits, so divide again. 30 divided by 2 is 15. 2 no longer divides in exactly, so move to the next prime, 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 is itself prime, so the process stops. Collecting the primes used, 2, 2, 3, 5, gives 60 equals 2 squared times 3 times 5. Here is the complete method as one worked example. The prime factorization of 120. Step 1. Divide by 2. 120 divided by 2 is 60. Step 2. 2 still fits. 60 divided by 2 is 30. Step 3. 2 fits a third time. 30 divided by 2 is 15. Step 4. 2 no longer divides in, so move to 3. 15 divided by 3 is 5, and 5 is itself prime, so the process stops. Collecting every prime, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, gives 120 equals 2 cubed times 3 times 5. 3 ideas catch almost everyone out. 1 is not prime, never included in a prime factorization. A factor tree is not finished if any branch still ends in a composite number. Every branch must reach a prime. And the starting factor pair never matters. 84 as 2 times 42 or as 4 times 21 both end at the exact same prime factorization because it is always unique. Practice question 1. Which of these numbers is prime? Option A is 21. Option B is 29. Option C is 27. Option D is 33. Pause the video now and test each option for factors other than 1 in itself. Option B is correct. 29. It has no factors other than 1 and 29. 21, 27, and 33 each have a third factor. Practice question 2. What is the prime factorization of 36? Option A is 2 times 3 squared. Option B is 2 squared times 3. Option C is 2 squared times 3 squared. Option D is 6 squared. Pause the video and split 36 down into primes. Option C is correct. 2 squared times 3 squared. 36 equals 2 times 18, then 2 times 2 times 9, then 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Practice question 3. Which statement correctly describes a composite number? Option A, any whole number that is not equal to 1. Option B, a whole number with exactly 2 factors. Option C, a whole number greater than 1 with more than 2 factors. Option D, any number that appears in a factor tree. Pause the video and think back to the definition. Option C is correct. A composite number is a whole number greater than 1 with more than 2 factors, which is why it can always be broken down further into primes. Let's finish with the method. A prime number has exactly 2 factors, 1 in itself, and 1 is deliberately excluded. Every composite number breaks down into a unique set of prime factors, found with a factor tree or repeated division. Write that prime factorization compactly using index notation, and remember it is the foundation for the highest common factor and lowest common multiple, our focus for the next 2 sessions. Continue your Year 7 mathematics course at bridge2exam.com.